In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you would navigate and use this taskbar that we see down below. So this down here, where my arrow is our taskbar. It's basically a place where all your active programs are currently running, how you can access them, and things like that. For instance, I have my homework file, a bit of English, a tab of Google Chrome with English, and of course the Brighton homepage all open in my taskbar. And I can see that right down here. What I have over here are some pinned programs. Now, pinned programs are basically programs that you can access at any time, which are located on your taskbar. They are indeed pinned there. So what we can do is we can open these programs. So we can click on it and open, so we can close it, just like that. So let's say we want to add a new program to our taskbar. We want to remove one. So let's remove our File Explorer. So if we right-click, this menu will come up, and you can see all your different options, all the places you can go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to left-click on an Unpinned from Taskbar. That gets rid of our File Explorer, and now it's no longer here. So now what we can do is if we press this little Windows icon, this menu pops up, and we start typing. So if we type in File Explorer, this thing comes up, and once it's highlighted, what we can do is we can right-click on it, and we can click Pin to Taskbar. And what this basically does is it brings it back down to our taskbar, so we can see it down here. So what we can do is we can hold down left-click, and we can drag it all the way back to where we want it. And this goes for any program that's currently running. So we can move this back and forth in order to place it where we want. We can right-click and remove things that we don't want, and that way it declares our screen. And the taskbar is pretty wonderful because it's unintrusive and it's always there, no matter what you're doing. So if I'm up here in Google Chrome, I can be reading about this school website. On the school website, I can be navigating around. I can go back to, let's say, the Brighton Central School, Brighton High School. What's happening is our navigation of the site is currently, not intruding our taskbar. So say I wanted to open my homework file while I was working. I can just go right down here. It pops up, and I click there, which automatically pulls it up, or I can just click right down here on the taskbar. And you click with a left click. And this pulls up any file that you're currently working on. For example, I have a bunch of homework assignments I'm working on, or your poetry, right? And all these wonderful files that we have currently up and running are very easy to access with our taskbar. And overall, the taskbar is quite wonderful that way. Now, over here on the right, we can see all of these programs that are currently running in the background that, quite frankly, you don't really need to worry about. Like, let's say our Windows Defender. This is what protects us from viruses. Or say over here we have our Wi-Fi. Now, I covered Wi-Fi in a previous tutorial, so I won't go over that, but these are just some examples. Over here we have our notification menu. Here we have our clock and time, and so on and so forth. And the Windows taskbar can be used for a variety of purposes, but for now, that is the basics of how to use Windows taskbar.